exact spot that I enjoy so much. Really. The secret place, aka my bedroom, the bed, the boom boom. Yeah. Tonight we're talking about. Well, I just finished watching the movie Spiral. Um, Probably late to some, but it was on time for me because it was just certain times I gotta watch stuff. I don't do nothing. I try not to do things in vain. I'm not saying I never done anything in vain. I'm sure I have, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I watched the movie Spiral. It was interesting, of course. It's part of the Saw, the whole Saw whatever series. um, yeah, Chris Rock was definitely interesting. It's definitely interesting to see a comedian play in such a serious role. Of course, he played in roles like that, similar before. Well, not like that, but other serious roles before. Then he gonna have the nerve to mention New Jack City in there. That's so funny. Um, 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 um. Some other things I'm just like, yeah, I kind of had like people trying to get me to run around today. Ended up having to cancel something that I didn't really want to let go. I didn't think I was gonna have to let go of, but it is what it is. It's a good thing that I had something back up, of course, but it's just a good thing that I'm not so attached to stuff and things or whatever services even. But then another thing, my my love interest is somewhere. Anyway, so anyways, my son he mentioned that a certain YouTuber CJ So Cool um looks he said looks better or something like that, looks better than my I can't call him my love interest but my interest. And I was sitting here like, wait a minute, boy, why is you looking at grown men like that? What's going on? But I just went on and talked to him. I asked him like, "What you mean? What is it? What features is it?" And he was just like, "I think he said CJ So Cool has more muscles than the other dude." And it's like, "Oh, okay." I'm just wondering. I guess that stands out to him or whatever. I don't know why he said that or whatever, but because we wasn't looking at either one of them, it just came to his mind. So okay. Then with the USPS, as per usual, always having something going on with them, and they ended up getting some stuff mixed up and giving some, I don't know if it was error messages, but it was just some, I mean, just to me, just not doing what they're supposed to do. Then next thing I know, somebody came and corrected it. Okay, and all was made better. I ain't gonna say well, but all was made better by the end of it. But it's like the it shouldn't even start out like that. So that was that. Then also, yeah, with the whole thing where I had to cancel the service, which is Spectrum, which I'm not gonna. It's no need of me sitting here sugarcoating. They admitted to me that a certain issue was on their end. I talked to one representative. She said, "Okay, well, it's on our end. It happened on our end." I don't know this person's name either. I had already talked to two previous representatives, Amy and Shawanda, who work for Spectrum somewhere, and they all told me like different stuff about the concerning the same inquiry, the same concern that I had going on. They all told me different things, and I'm just sitting here like, oh my god, something ain't right. Somebody not being trained right. I don't know. So anyway, it gets to one person. She was like, "Yeah, it is our fault that somebody um took a code off in error. I'm like, what? How y'all? I mean, and then you're supposed to talk to the consumer anyway. Like, don't do that. Don't play with me. Then, not to mention, I remember when this person was working for AT&T before and was telling me, when somebody orders something, just do what you gotta do. Like, basically tack on anything to their bill or whatever. I'm just like, what? Are you serious? So then one of the agents was like, oh well, I pay $100 for my internet and this and that. Okay, well that's you, honey. I'm not trying to pay $100 for no internet. I'm not doing all that. There's people out here that's hungry. There's certain other stuff out here going on. I'm not doing that. But anyway, because if you pay that $100 internet today, you die tomorrow. I'm not saying she is. I'm just saying you die tomorrow. Your internet, you just, you know what I'm saying? You didn't make a good investment. Um, Anyway, just using that as an extreme example. But yeah, Spiral got me thinking. The stuff I dealt with today was definitely more easygoing than usual than some of the stuff I've been dealing with. But yeah, it's just like it still just was a reminder that the world is just so top to me, seemingly so topsy turvy or whatever's going on. Looking at the messages and stuff in Spiral, and speaking of course, bad cops or corrupted cops and a corrupted system. Then when they put on there about the courthouse and stuff like that, and basically whoever was behind it, whatever had a vendetta towards somebody regarding the courthouse and just the judicial system, the quote unquote judicial system. The system is supposed to bring you justice and fight crime, help fight crime, and so that the whole pig thing, putting on the pig mask and then the pig puppet instead of I forgot that other puppet's name that was in the Saw series. But yeah, it was just so much. Then Mr. Sin, I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but I mean, it's been out for a while, so I'm sure so many have seen it. But yeah, Mr. Samuel Jackson and all that stuff that happened, and that was crazy. He had been on the, excuse me, the puppet strings and stuff. My goodness, that was something. But him being the head, or like the head of like a certain department and organization, and him basically leading by example in corruption or to cover up. Maybe he didn't actually do it. I can't remember, but it's to cover it up. And it's just like, are you serious? So yeah, everything just reminds me to keep my head. Try to gotta try to keep my head spinning regarding corruption. Everywhere you look, there's corruption. It's like you can't really find nobody that is not corrupt. And even Chris Rock was saying that he can't trust nobody on the force. He was a partner with somebody. That man shot somebody, and oh Lord, and see the way it came back on, that was crazy. There was one. Who was that? Who did I felt some slight compassion for somebody. It might have been the one who was with Chris Rock, and he ended up killing that dude. Okay, because the dude was gonna be a part of the jury or whatever, and testify. Well, not jury, so excuse me. He was gonna testify against something, and so that cop was like, "Oh shoot, he know too." That's how it. Thank you, God. You just showed me. But yeah, he know too much. I don't want to get caught up in this, so and that's how they do it. They target people, of course, who they feel like know too much and all that or whatever. Probably brings me to the reason why brings me to why I'm on here speaking of that, because I know a lot of people feel like I know too much. Here lately, honey, I done stopped getting in the know. Like today, something could have been popping off like near my residence. Something was like, let me just close my blinds, because nah. I don't want to be the person that knows too much or nothing like that, but I know what I know and I understand what I understand. But there's some stuff that let God lead you to mind your business. So minding my business, and that's probably the theme for this season. Like, I mean, I know how to mind my business well anyway, but anyway, so yeah, when people know too much, they want to get rid of them, and then ultimately it caught up to them or whatever, and it was crazy. And even Chris Rock. Excuse me, I'm just yawning. Chris Rock slept so good that I woke up. I was slobbing. I woke up feeling good. The wind was blowing, the breeze was blowing just right, just everything. Everything was like I want to say almost perfection. I want to call it perfection, but it's always something in this crazy world. But anyway, yeah. But Chris Rock did try to help him, and failed or whatever. Then of course that plot twist or whatever at the end where they reveal who basically the copycat Jigsaw person is. Wow. Yeah. It didn't. I mean, nothing really blows me away like that no more. But I still get that shock factor, like, oh really? That's how y'all passing it? That's what y'all doing? I was like, man, oh man, okay. But it was just crazy how Chris Rock had the witness that he witnessed, and it was blood related, and I'm sitting there like, man, that's just a reminder. And then, oh, that's what stands out. It was a part in the movie where I just like broke down. It was after one of the other head people, got done in or whatever. And there was a scene after that where Chris Rock was just, seemed like he just was manifesting something. And maybe he was, yeah, I can't say he was channeling anybody, but I don't know, man. It was just like, how you say, freaky. It was like freaky type stuff, like not sexual freaky, but it was on some freaky type stuff, like for real. But and plus it was like some words in that scene and or a word in that scene that stood out to me. And I was like, wait a minute. And it just reminded me of how the enemy he can come in different forms, or he can operate in different people, and to get certain jobs done, and just Lord. Um, and it also reminds you that God can do the same and better, of course. That He can operate in certain people and get His will done. Those vessels, those willing vessels that want to be used by Him, and things of those natures. But I ordered a candle, and I don't like the smell of it. Thought I was gonna like it, don't like it. Cause I've been liking this Cashmere Glow by it might be Cashmere Woods, but Cashmere Glow or Cashmere Woods by Glaze. Then I'm mess around try to order something similar from Bath and Body Works. For one, it was smaller than what I expected. For two, I don't like the smell, so I just put it in the bathroom, let it get that smell in the bathroom, whatever, rather than around the house. I should have ordered a different way, but it is what it is. Ordering some other little fragrances and stuff like that. No, it's just crazy. Per usual, I know me. I need to be in prayer rather than. I mean, I can sit on here and I can pray, speak to God, commune with God while I'm on here. But I just, it's something because I do want to talk about what I want to talk about, but then he just takes over, and I don't want to say that in a hostile way. I'm good with it. I like it and I appreciate it. I'm thankful. But I got some things on my mind. Mainly my mind, but my heartbeat too. Just saying, like I said, that thing where Chris Rock had to witness. Oh yeah, and then the fact that his dad called him Ezekiel. And they've been calling him Zeke the whole time, but then it was short for Ezekiel, of course. I mean, maybe y'all rocket scientists already knew that, but yeah. Ezekiel. I'm like, I already know that's God speaking, and maybe I need to look at something in the book of Ezekiel or whatever the case may be. Or then another thing where you see it before you see it, and it's something that God is gonna show me or whatever the case may be. Anyway, trying to tune my ear and tune my spirit and everything to him so I can hear it, catch it, receive it, all that good stuff. But yeah, that was crazy. But the fact that he witnessed what he witnessed, and I just feel like I can relate. I've witnessed certain people and seen certain people, even just growing up, that I thought was either loved ones, friends, or whatever the case may be, just doing some old some stuff they got no business doing. And it's not the obvious. They are more subtle with it. And they do, you know what I'm saying? And so it's just so it's like evil and wicked or whatever. And I've been sitting back like, dang, I know I read what I saw, but what about them? Because we just, if you feel like they're getting away, then, that's when, again, the mind your business thing. So I was like, I got what I got. That's my, let me handle this. Whether I do whether I've said it before, whether I discipline them or whether I say go and sin no more, that's really not none of my business. Whether I'm speaking of, if I'm God, I'm not. But if he chooses to say go and sin no more, rather than a disciplining, correcting him, and let my biological dad tell him he's not a punishing God and this, that, and the third. He is a loving God, and I give you that, but he is a correcting. He does correct and discipline those that he loves, chastise those that he loves. So I don't know if some people take chastisement as punishment. I've been on punishment. I don't think it was done out of hate at all, but I think it was done because this person cares for me. I want to see you go down certain stuff. So and it was, of course, for my actions that I may have done, that my misbehavior or whatever. And I call it restrictions with my children. And I just leave it at that, and I want God to lead. But it's something else I look back on. What's irritating me, or trying to irritate me, should I say? Because it can't penetrate, like, I guess, the person or persons or whatever minutes. But this person was looking at me, and I just don't know whether it was admiration, respect, or just like trying to be slick. I really don't know. I can discern well. I just, because of who it was, I'm at the point where I don't even care that deeply. Like, I don't care if he was trying to be friendly. I don't care nothing. If you try to be friendly, number one, throw your hand up, say, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? Be graceful, especially you need to be leading by example. These types of people need to lead by example. You're older, supposed to be quote unquote elder, but that person didn't. That person just looked at me just like, I don't know. And it could have just been a smirk like, yeah, that's why you dealing with what you're dealing with or whatever. I don't care. Somebody else has said that to me before, and it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I just look back, and I go back in my thoughts and where I've spoken about this person, and I told somebody else, I'm like, I don't deal with this person. I don't want to mess with them at all. Like, I choose certain people. I choose such and such over this person right here. I don't even know all the details on why I felt like that. I mean, well, I know why I felt like that. I still don't know all the details, but I don't know, like, in my natural mind, why I, let me word it right. This person seems like more evil than another person does. And at the end of the day, when it all boils down, evil is evil, and it needs to be cut off. Period. Wherever it is, wherever the root be at, and all this other stuff, you eradicate and all that. But I told somebody, I was like, I'm not dealing with this person. I choose this person over that person any day. See, it's so crazy because this is where I just don't know. I'm not even, I would think I was at a crossroads. I'm not, because I don't necessarily have to choose neither one of them, and that's what I'm leaning towards now. I don't necessarily have to choose either one of these people. But back then, I was saying, I'm gonna choose. Let's just say one person A and the other person's B. I'm gonna choose A. I'd rather choose to deal with A rather than B. I don't know why. I guess part of me wants the full understanding or the understanding of why would I choose? I don't want to deal with this person right here at all. But this one here, I don't know. God knows, and that's all I can say about that one. The main thing I can say, but I looked at that movie, man, and they had that man's picture up, got him on a pedestal. Plus, he had a title that put him on a pedestal or whatever. And it's like the people that you sometimes respect the most have done the most foul stuff, the most foolery and all that. And you didn't even know. You didn't even know you was they try to use you as a pawn to get it done too, but you just the one thing you do wisen up and like, okay, I'm not something ain't right here. I can't put my finger on it, but I'm not gonna be a part of this. But still, you know what I'm saying? You can step back and you look like, dang, I respect this person though. I ain't mad or you know what I'm saying? But it just showed me that movie just kind of further showed me that it's some wild stuff going on out here, and it has been some wild stuff going on, and people did just want to cover it up. Me again, I believe in God is a covering God, and He don't have to cover for you because he's who he is. He knows everything anyway, and he's the one that you gotta answer to. But in his love, like he covers you, and I mean it's so much. It's very deep. I can't even begin to explain it, of course, in natural words at all. And I'm glad that I don't. Yeah, he knows it. He knows what he's doing. I'll just leave it at that. But these people just trying to cover stuff up. They're not trying to resolve it at all. It's just covering it up. It's still there. It's just covering it up. You're not trying to resolve it. You're not trying to make it better. You're not trying to repent from certain stuff that where you affected people negatively. And I don't want to go off on a tangent and just continue talking about negative stuff because I do here lately. I do want to speak on positive things that people have done, graceful things, respectful, definitely loving and kind things that people have done, and they didn't just do it with an agenda. They did it just from the heart. Like, I want this person to have this, or I want this person to experience this because I love them and I don't want to be a hindrance to them. I don't, that's what I mean. Like, so it is some things that go on, but it's been, to me, it seems so rare. Like, of course, my grandma was still living. To me, it really seemed like what she did for us when she helped. She wanted us, because that's what she wanted us to have, something better. It was, sometimes material things. Sometimes it was just help in the form of taking us somewhere to find some food and stuff like that. No, I want to make sure my grandkids have food in here, this, that, and the third. I want to make sure they have this, that, and the third, A, B, C, D, X, Y, Z, whatever. So, I've gotten that before, but it be from my life is given to me at times when it's like reneged on or taken away, and sometimes it's shown to me and then it's hidden quick or whatever. And I just be like, I can't. So, that causes confusion and, who's the author of confusion. And I just be like, nah, y'all trying to drive people insane. And I just can't. Just like, the service that I got rid of today or whatever, I could have just been like, driven crazy, like, oh, what am I gonna do? And for one, I had a backup, thank God for that. But and I just didn't never get rid of that. Like they say, before you get rid of, before you quit one job, like you got another one. It was kind of like that or whatever. But not that I even really lived by that one. But for this instance, I already had something else. So I'm like, okay, cool. And we didn't really miss a beat, so to speak, not much. Like some stuff might have started dragging and lagging and going a little slower, but yeah. But it was like, okay, this was shown to me, it was told to me that I was gonna get this, and that, and yeah, not lie. Some type of fraudulent stuff is going on, and for somebody to start boasting and bragging what they have in comparison or contrast with what I have, I mean, they may have been trying to inform me, but I just really, you don't call I don't feel like you call the service place and they start telling you what they got at home. I just don't. Well, that's not professional. And then a lot of people just wasn't knowledgeable on how to handle it. But you know what? They probably was playing dumb because they gotta get that cash flow or whatever. So I was just like, so just cancel that. So yeah, that's that on that. But oh Lord, it's just one of the days, one of the times. I'm already feeling the way. So when I get up off of here, I'm definitely going to continue in the presence of the Lord. But baby, I got a meeting with a social media type thing, and I need to be getting this information. Um, no, I want to get this information. I'm not gonna say I need to, but I definitely want to do a little lurking, a little browsing or whatever. But we shall see. I'm slight feeling. I know I'm popping my lips and stuff, but I'm slight feeling the type of way. But it's all good. Um, but yeah, just looking back, like I'm not dealing with B, and I don't want to deal with A either at all. That's my feeling. You know, God can do whatever. He can change. I submit my mind, will, and emotions, and my feelings, and all that good stuff to God. So you know, pour into me. But I'm just gonna say, the mosquitoes took me up early. Oh yeah, just during the movie, just seeing how people did stuff back in the day or whatever, and and they just nonchalantly, just casually thought they was gonna get away with it, and it wasn't ever gonna show back up, and it showed back up, and just it kind of did like bother me a little bit that, like I said, for that one person that it showed back up, some of them other people I was like, you know, some of them other people didn't even do stuff that looked outright by appearance bad, but they was just doing the subtle behind the scenes type. So they was the masterminds or whatever. But the other people, but I had like that compassion, and I'm like, and sometimes I don't like getting like that with a movie because I'm like, these are actors, so what about real life? And because in real life, there's some people they like with what they have done, they was really taking me there. Like, baby, you cannot exist. Of course, that's in my world, but if we would take it a step further, if I was the judge, baby, out of here, like we never. Oh God, that's biblical. That's just in the word. He said, "Depart from me, you workers of iniquity. I never knew you." That's like you do not exist. Ooh, hallelujah. Anyway, um, I mean, you just gotta give him this praise anyway. Period. He knows what's going. But yeah, that's how I be feeling. They have taken me there, but you know, I continue to forgive. And at this point, I just don't even want to. Of course, I don't want to interact with you, and I don't want to use my tongue to condemn nobody. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't. I can't anyway. Like that's not the power that I feel like I have. I can say stuff out my mouth. So I do operate in power. I mean, not you know. So I have spoken to stuff and I've seen things happen. So that's another thing where you be like, wait a minute, because I'm scared to say that. So let me just you know, because I don't want to use my tongue for as a weapon towards nobody, and then you know somebody's tongue coming against me and they using it as a weapon against me, and you know what I'm saying? They really what they saying about me, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever could be true, or this and or whatever, and be used to condemn me. So that's what I'm just trying to avoid. But that sounds like, look, y'all think I'm scared, y'all think this, and the third, whatever, whatever. I just rather just not speak, not say too much or whatever. But we really do need to say what God has us to say, and be bold about it. Yeah. I just don't want to have a nasty tongue towards people. I also don't want people to have nasty actions towards me. So I could just keep it real. So God continue to work on me as far as if we are supposed to be like that. If you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. um, but you know, sometimes it can sound like it's not so nice and it needs to be said, period. And so I don't know. I'm still trying to learn how to distinguish between that. Um, yeah, I'm right now. I'm just feeling good. I feel like I'm floating. I mean, I think it's wind or whatever. But yeah, that scene in there with Chris, I was about to say, Chris Rock had that glare in his eyes. I was like, ooh, it was something. He felt a type of way once, and he actually did put his like mouth on the lady too. I guess trying to perform CPR, whatever. Kind of, she had suffocated. But I don't know. That could symbolize something too. If they spirit transfer or whatever. But yeah, that could symbolize something. He might have took on something after that. I don't know. And he had a lot of scenes in there where he just started screaming because he just kept going through. People just kept dropping like flies around him. You know, it didn't, and it would even come almost near him, but it didn't touch him. And it goes back to that his actions. The guy in there said he got shot for a good cause, whatever. But his actions and stuff, and they said it. Ooh, somebody is driving crazy. They said they would. He said there's room for them to call him a snitch or rat or whatever, but because he turned in one of the cops that was doing some crazy stuff. I don't know. There's so much with that whole thing because of what's going on in this world and all that. But yeah, I'm pretty much gonna get off of here. I'm just speaking my piece, and like I said, I really ain't been too much able to get on here like that and have too much stuff. I still got things, but yeah, it's at a point where it's like I have to close my mouth. I literally do have to close my mouth about certain things, or I just have to just not. I can't speak on it. So anyway, then I got this whole other thing going where my behind be tingling a little bit. It's got this little sensation going on at times, not like in my nether region part, but like on the outside. I don't know what's going on, but anybody know words of prayer, righteous prayer, people that are righteous, the prayers of the righteous availeth much. Not just anybody, and I ain't being funny when I say that, but just pray for you, girl. God knows the details. I don't gotta go deeper than that, but yeah. Also, I had not came on my cycle. I think it's been over the time frame usually, and nope, I ain't been sexually active. I ain't been interacting with nobody unless I'm having, unless I'm what's that, the immaculate pregnancy. That's the only way. But yeah, nah, it's none of that. It's just, of course, stuff tried to stress me out before. Of course, always regarding my daughter, I'm always, still thinking about her. She's definitely be next to my heart and stuff like that. But and just pops up in my mind often. But yeah, but still loving on my sons, enjoying them. Um, and it's just so peaceful around here. It's always been peaceful. I keep the peace, but it's a different type of peace. It's nothing. I won't say it's better or anything like that, because that's my child. It's just none of that going on. But it's just like it's like a, it's like a breeze. And it's like, wow, it's a different kind of atmosphere and stuff or whatever. But regardless, I miss my child. I miss my daughter. I want to hug her. I want to touch her. I want to spend time with her. I want this other stuff that I want. I'm not gonna say I'm trying to trust God's timing. I feel like I ain't got no choice, but I just don't know. I'm just like, oh, when is your time gonna come back around regarding my child or whatever? But at the same time, on the other hand, I'd be like, Lord, I'm not gonna rush it because, I have raised this child since she was 12 years old and beyond. Even after, I still was actively partaking in raising her until, she just decided not to really speak to me anymore. And when I tell y'all, that's even coming out my mouth, I never seen that coming. I never, except for the one dream that I had or whatever, but I didn't see it like that. I I didn't know that's how it was gonna manifest into not speaking to me. I just never thought that I would not speak to my child on any day, and she's still walking around alive. All my children still walking around alive, but it's been people that have tried to interfere, and they try to keep my child from me, or um, keep my children from speaking to me when they have them with them. And it's not because I've been a bad parent or been unsafe or been unfit, but it's because they were being spiteful and diabolical, and and it's definitely been said we want to make her feel like she made us feel, and see, that's what I say. I don't do nothing in vain. So if I made you feel a type of way, it wasn't in vain, baby. It wasn't for me to be be evil. Period. It was because some stuff need to be straightened out, got in order or whatever. So I had to lead by example. But as far as how they do stuff, But I know one thing, God have removed that from my tongue as far as me saying that her dad he's operating in error or whatever, because he was a time when he was definitely doing so, and that's just that. But as far as now, I can't say whether he is or not or ain't. I can just say, God knows. I'll leave it at that. My feelings want to say, oh no, this Negro is absolutely wrong. It's just foul. I can't stand it. I don't like it. But I don't let my feelings dictate regarding the truth. I let my feelings indicate, but I don't let my feelings dictate. So I try not to. And in emotions, baby, I try not to. Only during a movie, my emotions instruct my eyes to cry sometimes. I don't know if I got on here and spoke about the movie Kidnap or whatever with Halle Berry. That was just intense. I think I did speak about it last night or whatever. But yeah, so I don't know. Feelings don't dictate, they should indicate. They can indicate. And I said should, but they can, or sometimes your feelings just might be all the way off, baby. So yeah, that's that. I'm just feeling some type of way, and I'm thinking about some stuff because that movie, I'm telling you, man, it got me to thinking, like, when that thing come back on you, ooh, and the dad was still up there saying, kill this dude. He was telling him to kill him or whatever. He was telling him to kill him. He was telling him to kill the dude more than he was telling him to save him. I'm sure he wanted to be saved or whatever, but that was something. I'm so glad that when I watch stuff nowadays that I don't fully take on what they want us to do, get emotional, get scared, whatever emotion that you express or whatever. I don't fully take that on. I do sense it or whatever, or I see what you did there. But because I used to be like that. Even with that Halle Berry movie, I seen it with my eyes, like that thing was intense, but I didn't really feel the intensity. And like I said, especially because I'm dealing with something similar where y'all didn't what? Y'all done took my child? Anyway, on that note, I'm gone. I don't even know what thumbnail I'm about to use, but I'm gonna figure it out.